So I'm starting out here. I'm going to take you outside in a minute and just show you my workstation. That's my little tables I make with Justin's book sitting on the table. Kind of a subliminal advertisement for his books. So there's my desk. I made that desk years ago. Anyway, corner desk. It all comes apart so that it can be easily moved around. And it was a chance for me to laminate. I never had laminated anything. So I laminated the top. A lot of times my projects are just trying to see what I can do. Anyway, and I put those shelves up, and that's pottery we picked up over the years. And there's my blanket holder. I made that, and we got the Kachina dolls, I think, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And anyway, there's my guitars. So keep them handy all the time. And there's a hutch I made. Oh, I made that a long time ago. But anyway, when I first bought a biscuit joiner, I borrowed a biscuit joiner, and then I bought one later. And I made that desk, that hutch. So I'll move you around over here. And now this is the little bench I made. I don't know, I just kind of made it. I didn't have any plan or anything. And then I made a lot of mirrors. And I made that mirror. So it turned out pretty good. And I'll bring you around over here. Everybody's seen the pictures of the fireplace. But anyway, that's the fireplace. And I made the mirrors above the fireplace. Kind of tried to fill a corner in. So that turned out pretty good. So I'm going to take you outside now. I've made other things in the house, but Rosie's still sleeping, so I don't want to wake her up. I thought it might not be windy today, so it'd be a good day to bring you outside. I don't know if it's windy or not. It's a little bit of breeze. So anyway, these are the trees that were just filling out last time I did a video. And there's the circle. And oh, this oak tree is so pretty. This oak tree is getting just to be the most beautiful tree. I don't know if I can back up far enough to see it all, but it's just in front of the house and it's just beautiful. We had that put in by a guy from Rochester. He brought the whole tree out. We picked it out at his farm, and he brought it out with a rig, plugged it in the ground probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, maybe 10. Anyway, it's just turned into the most beautiful tree. And then here's the front. The bushes and the flowers are all starting to come in now. Starting to get color. I didn't really shop for flowers this year at all. So what you see is what came up from last year. And this is the front that I redid 2 years ago, I think it was. So that's coming up real nice. A lot of pretty flowers on there. And there's that walnut tree. A buddy of mine gave me just a nut with a little sprig sticking out of it, and that's what it's turning into. It's really, and there's a little one, the one I mowed a couple of years ago, so it's starting to come up. And then we got the pretty pines there. I don't know if you can see them because I'm looking right into the sun. And then there's the big maple. That was a long time ago. I put that one in the same time I put a maple in the front, but the maple in the front died. Now I'm going to bring you around back. Again, I hope there's not too much wind because then it makes it too much noise. bring you around back here. This is the area I've showed you in a past video, but the trees weren't really leaved out yet. Now they're leaved out, and they're just beautiful. That's all the way back is ours, quite a ways back. Anyway, to where the fort is back there. We call it the fort. It's where the neighbor keeps his stuff. And then we move over here, and these two pines, they're just starting to really grow now. They're starting to shoot up. Once they get roots, there's no stopping them. And then there's a pine I put in years and years ago. And then we come around down here, and that's where I keep my canoe, my Winona canoe. And that's kind of cool. Wish I could get it out more. That's what. Need to find somebody that wants to go to the boundary waters. And this is just a little back area. I planted 3 tomato plants, or 4 tomato plants. That's the only plants I planted this year. So anyway, and that's it. I'm going to shut it off now so it's not too long and boring.